Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind.
Welcome back, guys. It is the final episode, episode 17 from this particular season of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, guess what, guys? It was painful to actually recap this season. And oh my god, guys, what a snooze fest this particular season was. I am not sure how I managed to run a commentary this particular season, because there was very little drama, very little moments that was actually worthy of our time. There were actually 3 or so women that had a storyline this season: Erica, Kyle, and Sutton, which was just a little bit all over the place. The others, I am not sure. Anne-Marie, that was introduced midway into the season, actually made Crystal her storyline, and at the end of the day, she became literally a caricature of herself. There wasn't much to go with her own drama, trying to create unnecessary arguments. And for me, she shouldn't come back next season. There's nothing there. Bye. She's run this course. She ran her course, and quite frankly, it was too brief. Brief and the end. Gazelle took us through parenting her now adult son, and all of the dynamics that that was the situation with her son trying to seek his own independence. There was again Dorit. Her husband was always away in London. Now she is trying to save face to tell us that all is going well in their marriage. I'm pretty sure Dorit and her husband PK will be the next on the ring of fire when it comes to separation and divorce. Now, I'm not wishing anything, I'm not wishing anyone harm, I'm just calling it like it is. Again, guys, before I get over or ahead of myself, thank you so much to my latest subscribers. Thank you for joining us. We call ourselves the Posh Mom Train here. I'm all over the place tonight. Thank you so much and welcome on board. Go through my playlist. There will be something that will keep you here. Stay on. And for my ride or die, thank you for keeping it locked into this channel. I do appreciate your show of support. Let's keep growing. Let's keep our momentum going. Thank you. With that said, let's get into the snooze fest that was this season of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, guys. I just cannot wait for the reunion, guys. I am looking forward to see how these women tear each other down on the hot seat with Andy Cohen. It's going to be entertaining. I guess that will be the most entertaining or commentary or comment worthy or recap worthy for you guys. With this particular last episode or season finale, as we would like to call it, it just centered around 2 main events, and that is Kyle's white party and subsequently Kyle's the news breaking that Mauricio and Kyle are going their separate ways. Now, we all saw this coming from the get-go. A lot of us had the knowledge from Twitter when it broke last year, July 2023, and so it was sort of inevitable. We saw it coming. We just did not know how it was going to play out this season. Eventually it did, right at the very end. It was pretty much a month after shooting wrap for this particular season that the news broke for the other housewife. Now, Sutton and Gazelle were sort of on top of this. They were following the rumor mill, and they tried to have Kyle, let them in on what's going on, to which Kyle literally denied, and had a moment where she was attacking Sutton for trying to get into her business or seemingly destroying her marriage. Now, this particular episode opened with Kyle having to work with Erica and some event manager to the Sofi Stadium in Beverly Hills. She is throwing her seasoned yearly white party event. This is on a grand scale. Guys, the budget is $400,000. What? Oh God. Someone spent 400,000 to throw a party. Like, let me just say a 7 hours party. 400,000. The palm tree that was decorated, painted white, costed 14,000. The stage, a few thousands. Like, God, I'm just here like telling myself, why me? Why am I poor? And that is what I love the Beverly Hills Housewives. These women spare no dollars. They go all out. They show off. Like, it is, they walk, they breathe money. Every step they take smells dollars. It's amazing. Now, she recruited a celebrity event planner who has done a few events for an ex-Beverly Housewives member, Lisa Vanderpump. And this guy is extravagant. And he is, throwing the towels in, leaving no stone unturned in trying to host this particular white party event. And it came together pretty nicely. But before that, we did catch up with Sutton, who is now telling us about the fact that her husband has officially moved away. She now has her daughter and the son now living with her. She took the daughter shopping, jewelry shopping. Now, I would like to give Sutton an advice. The money machine has moved to Europe, and you would think she would curb her spending habits. No, she ended up spending 70,000 on a piece of diamond earrings. Like, ka-ching! Money is no problem for these ladies. However, happiness seems to elude them a lot. I really don't know. I would think money does buy happiness. In this case, it doesn't look like. But how would I know? I haven't experienced the opposite side of having that much wealth and then trying to manage happiness together. It is hard to tell. Anyway, I guess she was trying to buy herself one last hurrah jewelry just to commemorate or commiserate the fact that she no longer has Kristen on her beck and call, or Kristen is no longer 2 doors away and out of reach. So she is letting her daughter know that hard work does pay. Okay, I really don't know. However, guys, Steve is no more. They had the second date. Apparently, Steve ghosted her. I think it's actually the other way around, because I saw on that date how she was responding to Steve. It just wasn't vibing as such. And you would see Steve is a very proud man, and he's not going to bother with this. And safe to say, Steve is sayonara, gone for good. She's now channeling all of that to her horse Santos, who I'm not sure she's had a second date with, but we'll see. Safe to say, she's living a life where, according to her, in her own terms, her business is growing and she has her kids around her. That is all the love she needs. And I'm like, good luck to you, girl, and I hope it works for you. And these ladies are ready to go. Dorit is still trying to reach her husband across the pond. This guy has been away since the entire season. Since the season premiered, he's been away. I'm not sure what he's doing in the UK, but again, we can hear them talking over the phone how he's gonna miss this white party event. She's gonna be working in solo, which she did. Guest arrived dressed to the white nines. It did look pretty, from Christelle to Anne-Marie to Sutton to Faye Resnick to Camille to what's her name? Kyle herself, Erica. It was beautiful. Her husband, by the way, Mauricio, came in solo. He didn't even know the event was hosted by the wife. That was how shocking it was for me. Like, you guys supposedly live in the same roof and you had no idea your wife was planning a $500,000 white party event. Shocking, guys. Shocking. Well, party was in full swing. I think again it was more the mingling and champagning and Cynthia Bailey was present. Again, I'm still trying to figure out what Cynthia Bailey is doing in Beverly Hills. Does she have a partner that lives in Beverly Hills, or she is just trying to hobnob to get into the scene with the women in Beverly Hills? Well, I guess, sorry, I'm not trying to be a hater here. Cynthia, these women are out of your league. That's all I can say. Denise Richard made an appearance with her husband, Aaron, and she's here to sort of throw a few shades Erica's way. Again, I found that very irritating and quite offensive on Denise's part. You're here to celebrate someone. Knock off all the jealousy and envy. It's not about you tonight. It's actually about Erica on stage performing. Did I mention Erica is the act that will be performing on the night, and it looked the part. She was introduced by Kyle. She came on stage. She did what needed to be done. It was quite a beautiful performance. I might say Erica is looking a shell of herself. She has lost so much weight. She's looking beautiful. I guess to be a star, you need to look a certain way, and that is what make the money, and that's what will get the crowd coming. I really don't know these things, guys. I'm just watching and trying to make sense of what's going on. It was a beautiful performance, and this was how the event ended. I would say, was there anything from this particular event? No, not really. Kyle walking into the event center, and Mauricio had to rush to meet his wife or ex-wife. She did not acknowledge him. She couldn't even stand him. You could see she didn't even, I don't know what's going on, guys. I really don't know, but we'll get to this, because as this particular party ended, it appears this was where the season ended, only for producers to cut to a month after, where People magazine broke the story that Kyle and her husband are going their separate ways. It was quite breaking news for the rest of the cast, because we saw them having to, comment or give their opinion about it. Sutton had the most opinion. She felt she was, should I say, gaslighted by Kyle, given the fact that they had the inkling and they tried poking the bear, tried getting answers to no avail. She felt Kyle was hiding her life, but you can understand they are in a show where they're meant to share their life, and if one person is refusing to share, it kind of means that there's a group that's, it's not fair on the others who are actually sharing everything. And it was more to the point where she and Garcelle they had a good time having their own opinion as to the fact why Kyle refused to share what was happening during filming. Erica visited Kyle to offer compassion, show of support, I guess, commiserate with her. And I was trying to find out, if there was something in particular that had led to this. And Kyle is still trying to find words to tell us exactly what happened. She did say to producers that it has been a series of events, and there's some things that she found unforgivable, and I think lost trust, which has now led to the breakdown of her relationship with Mauricio. And I said this a few episodes back, and this is something I have experienced. When your partner does something to you, despite their sincere apology or taking accountability of their discretion, and you ultimately forgive him, the truth is women never really forget or let go. And when this particular situation is more to where there's like a huge betrayal of trust, infidelity, financial abuse, stuff like that, resentment builds. It builds over time, because as much as you have forgiven, you are still trying to come to terms why he had to do it in the first place. And I think when you start nursing all of that resentment, there is the opportunity for communication block, which then leads to separation. And this is exactly what has happened for Kyle. Now, I haven't really heard much. There's the rumor Kyle is seeing a little girl. Mauricio was caught in Aspen with some chick. You know, they've been living separate lives, although under the same roof. We don't know the extent to which the marriage has broken down, but I guess we're going to find out during the reunion the extent to which or where they are at now. But one thing is clear: Kyle is upset, Kyle is angry, and she is now trying to find her voice. Is it something they can work towards? Yes, 27 years of marriage is a long time. And I feel like they both can resolve if they are both willing to let go of what it is that has caused them to get to this point in their marriage. We then saw Kyle and Mauricio sit their daughters down to sort of break the news to them. Not break the news before People magazine. It was more after the fact damage control. The girls are pretty much upset, as you would, if your parents are going through a divorce. I think the hardest to take it is the last child, and she really broke down. It's quite emotional. They, according to Kyle, they're going to be living together, though separately, and trying to work towards their differences with the hope that they can get back together. They're unsure of where they are at. Mauricio seems to be like he's in pain. His facial expression, he's pretty much spaced out half the time. He's like, he doesn't want to be there. He's confused, not accepting, but unable to, should I say, control the narrative. So I don't understand what's going on. It's hard to understand. I don't live there. I'm not in their lives. We're only projecting. I'm only giving an opinion based on what I can see from the screen, which is, again, 5 minutes of 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year of people's life. It is sad. And this is where this particular season ends. Like I said, I can't wait for the reunion to unpack all that is Kyle's and Mauricio's marriage breakdown. It is quite unfortunate that we're going to be talking about these people in this light. There's no joy in sharing this sort of breaking news. I personally don't like to, given my own experience. And so, again, I will be watching critically just so that I can learn a thing or two for myself, because, again, there is life after. Hopefully, they can work it out. Like I said, 27 years of marriage. They've been together since they were in their 20s. So it's a lifetime, and it's quite sad. And guys, this is where I draw my curtain for tonight's recap. I definitely will try and come on here and run however many reunion parts that Andy Cohen decides to present or feed us with. Thank you again. Like I said, I'm blabbing. Just had a long week, and I am happy to just, say this is over. Thank you again for watching. Stay safe, be focused, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.